Yo, if you don't know me, my name is Keith. I do Black Quarterback Series. We are doing our quick review on the Kansas City versus LA Charger game. Normally, I don't do next day reviews, but this game was so good that I felt compelled that I had to make 2 videos on it. Like I said, if you don't know me, my name is Keith. I do Black Quarterback Series, where we talk about black quarterbacks all the time, whether it's Sharif Sanders or some thing that I find interesting that I see in high school ball. If I see it, I talk about it. We primarily do NFL ball, and today we're talking about the Kansas City Chiefs versus the LA Chargers. So let's just start with the elephant in the room. There was no need to go for all the fourth downs. If LA would have just kicked all, and when I say LA, I'm talking about the Chargers. LA would have just kicked all the field goals, and you do the same numbers, they win. What was it? 28 all going into halftime. You do the numbers there, they win like 36-28. That's probably awful math, but they win convincingly if they take all the field goals. But they just didn't take the field goals. Kansas City kept coming up with huge stops. Kansas City came out the gate firing in that first drive, as well as the LA Chargers did too, with that 75-yard opening kickoff return. They picked them at the 20 at the beginning of the game. One of the fourth downs, I might have missed one, but if I'm not mistaken, they were 2 for 6 on fourth down, and they didn't score on none of those drives. Obviously, Kansas City got off to a 10-0 start. And you're like, oh my God, you thinking it's about to be a rout again. But then, after they got over the loss of their teammate that tragically got hurt, I'm not putting it up. If you want to see it, go watch it. Who got hurt? Once they got over there, they got it rolling, and then proceeds to score the next 14 points. It should have been 17-14 or 17-10 going into halftime. It ended up being 10-14 going into halftime because they didn't kick the field goals, right? So Kansas City gets a field goal on their opening drive. Makes it 13-14. Ends up stopping the Chargers again on fourth down, which is all these fourth downs and you're not getting field goals. That's just terrible coaching. I know you go for it once, Kansas City had them afraid of themselves. You just got to play the whole game. It's not like Kansas City was playing stalwart defense. Y'all were getting into the red zone almost every drive. Y'all just wanted touchdowns instead of field goals because y'all were afraid of Kansas City's offense. It's not like y'all didn't score 28 points yourself. So they were playing like they didn't want to lose. You know how you play on Madden and you play not to lose? That's how LA was playing in real life. Patrick Mahomes was 31 for 47, 410 yards, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Travis Kelce was a whole monster. Whenever they needed one, Travis gave it to him. He was 10 receptions, 191 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I don't have Hill's numbers with me, but I'm sure he did well too because he made an impact. We thought he was hurt, so stay tuned so we can update you guys on that, because it looked like he hurt, but he ended up finishing the game. So he ended up finishing the game. But Trevor, I always forget this dude's name. Justin Herbert was no slouch. He was 22 for 38, 236 yards, a touchdown and an interception. And number 42 probably made one of the most athletic catches I've seen in a long time when they were trying to get back into the game. They ran this play like 3-4 times, and he almost picked it off every single time except for the last time when Mahomes said, "I'm not even going for it," and just threw it in the dirt. The game was there for Justin Herbert and them. Just poor coaching. I think poor coaching lost this game more than the players playing bad. I think poor coaching lost the game because you don't go analytics. I don't care what analytics say. You don't go for fourth down that many times in a even you definitely don't do it in the playoffs, but in a divisional game, which this is essentially the playoffs, like because I don't think LA is going to win more games than the Chiefs. I don't think that. So essentially, you're fighting for a first round bye. So me personally, I think it's going to be the Chiefs, or not the Chiefs, LA and the Ravens fighting for that last playoff spot. But I think Cincinnati will win the division, and then the Ravens will be fighting for that wild card spot because the injuries are just tearing the Ravens apart. So, but yeah, it's poor coaching. You don't go for it that much. You could just tell that they were trying to prove something. We're better than Kansas City. That last win wasn't a fluke. No, man, just play your game. You didn't get it on fourth down. You kicked the ball. Play defense. You got to play defense. That was the problem. It seemed like the Chargers were afraid to play defense, but they were playing well on defense. So I'm not understanding as to why it was like that. Like I said, great game. I had to finagle my way to watch it because I got some things going on, but I ended up watching it, and I was able to break it down with you guys. So I think that's it. I think that's it. If you like my breakdown, and you like these long formatted videos on primetime games, let me know. Normally I don't do long formatted videos for primetime games. Normally I just do the short ones. So if you like the shorter ones, check the link up top. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'll see y'all sometime in the weekend.